So in this video, you've probably not seen me for a couple of weeks, and the reason for that is I've not done anything for 2 weeks-ish on the pond. Reason I haven't touched the pond. I've hardly done anything whatsoever. So I've had nothing really to film. Because I've been putting treatments in for costia, blanket weed. I had a blanket weed problem again the other day, which you'll see in the next video. We had some issues with a fish. I had a bit of not an emergency, well, it could have been an emergency. But I'm just halfway through doing that video because that video's taken me a number of weeks because of certain things that's been happening with the fish over a number of weeks. So hopefully that goes okay. But again, you'll see the result of that. Just clean the front window on the pond. Today we're going to be changing, I'm going to change a UV. Got myself a new ultraviolet bulb light, 55 watt in my pond. Some people say that you can make these last for a couple of seasons, but I always change mine once a season. As soon as you get to sort of March, April time, I always kind of get it changed. Just that the sun's never been out apart from today, which is good, so I've taken the advantage today of coming out. I just got to catch it with a few jobs. As you can see, there's no fish. The fish, because the water is still so cold in the UK at the moment, trying to get our ponds up to temperature is just proving a bit of a nightmare. I'm seeing YouTubers fitting air source heat pumps to the pond. Lottery winners, or maybe not, I don't know. Or maybe it is affordable. I have no idea. I don't really want to find out. So anyway, so yeah, we've got UV to do today. Also going to change some filters in my water to make sure that we're getting rid of all the chlorine. Oh, my knees. There we go. So yeah, make sure that all the chlorine all the water is being dechlorinated. So we're going to get them done today as well. And really, like I say, whatever else happens around the pond, winter's been done already. I don't really want to start faffing around too much in the pond because like I said, I've tried to give the fish a break for a couple of weeks of me faffing around. So let's get the dechlorinator sorted first. Follow me. So water dechlorinator, it's been in hibernation over winter. I always put a lot of bubble wrap around it just for the winter bit so we don't get the freezy stuff on it. It's never frozen yet, but you never know. So I'm going to just do one of the carbon filters today because they ain't cheap. Talking 13 quid or English pounds for one of these. So I'm just going to do one of these today. I do have two in these, and I did buy a paper filter as well. But I'm not going to put the paper filter in today because this one isn't looking too bad. I usually wait until they go a bit of yellow, but it's just still quite white, so I'm going to wait for it. I'm not going to put this in yet. I don't believe there's a need. So, I need to get my key. Right, what I've just done there, I've just swapped them round. So the new one is before the old one, if that makes sense. Because obviously the one that the water gets to first will probably get used more through its carbon than the second one, in theory. Anyway, I'll switch them around and then go back on now. Now the thing with these carbon filters is they work better, I'm told, if you trickle through them. If you run your tap flat out to try to fill a pond or, I don't know, do a big top up, then the carbon filters inside them are not as effective unless you've got one of the big blues. They're supposed to be more effective. But yeah, so if you're ever using these things, the trickle in and trickle out, if you're using it for that, is it makes the carbon a lot more effective for taking chlorine and other things out of the water. Right, UV bulb change. So we're going to get a bit of that done. Again, UV's been covered in bubble wrap and sort of insulation stuff so that doesn't freeze over the winter, but it's warmed up a lot now, so insulation off, UV out. So just got to isolate everything off. I like to take the UV out, to be honest, because it's a little bit awkward getting a long 55 watt bulb into the space I've got. So I'm going to take it out and we'll do it on the bench or on the side here somewhere, and you'll be able to see everything I do then as well, because I'm also going to check the quartz glass inside to make sure that's nice and clean. Right, so here we go, my Pro Clear UV55. Cracking little things these are. Oh, hello Mr. Spider. Let's get Mr. Spider back outside. Cracking tools these are. It's not missed a beat. The only problems you have with these is sometimes the electrics on the end. These electrics sometimes, because they've got the old plugs in. This is like an old style. I like all my old style stuff. I think it works really well. But anyway, so this is, yeah, these are quite old style, these fittings, and sometimes the wires inside give up. So I have got a spare one of these that I got hold of off eBay. I saw one on eBay for 20 quid a few years back, and I thought, oh, I'll have that. And that sits in my loft for spares, but like I said, it's never really missed a beat, to be honest. Cracking tool. It's a 50 UV55, 50 to 62 watts, IP44, registered class 1, 240 volt. Cracking machine. You can pick these up off eBay, dead good, no problem at all. And they are quite good. Pick them up second hand if you can't afford a new one. Just stick a new bulb in them every 6 months or so, and away you go. So let's get this bulb changed. So these are probably the easier ones to change, because all you do literally is you unplug one end or the other, doesn't matter. Unplug one end, that plugs out the bulb like so, and then you pull the bulb out. When you're pulling these bulbs apart, you're not supposed to touch the new ones with your hands. This isn't all done now, so you just pull that out, because I don't want that. But I also want to check the quartz glass. So to check the quartz glass on this model is you have to undo this end bit. So that comes undone like this, and then you've got the quartz glass on the end there, but you have to undo the other end as well. Okay, and then you pull the quartz glass out. This is the quartz glass here. It is lovely and clean and clear, as you can see. I'm just going to give it a wipe over anyway. I've got it out, because your bulb sits inside this quartz glass, and you don't want to be breaking these, because they ain't cheap with it being quartz. So you have to make sure. What you find is a lot of these quartz glasses, that they tend to get dirty if you are pump fed, because it goes through UV first. If you're gravity fed, then the water gets to it after your filters. So pump fed in through this, then through your filters. Gravity fed the other way around. So you usually find that all the muck has been drawn out through the filters before it gets to here, if you're gravity fed, which I am. So it's very rare you get much stuff in here. Lovely and clear, no rubbish on that, so this can go back in.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small.
And then it's just a case of getting your new bulb. I usually open it one end and then just slide the whole thing in, using the pack so I don't touch the bulb itself. So new bulb, 55 watty, and then this slides in and then plug it back in. Simple as that. Then it's a case of plugging these back in, the ends, and Bob's your uncle. Well, I know who Bob is. So simple as that, really. You know, it's just a case of doing reverse of what you've just done when you're taking the bulb out. Just double checking the connections and stuff, and away you go. Let's get it back in again. So sure Mr. Shaw's not watching. I've not got my helmet on. Superb. One UV bulb replaced, up and running. Haha. All I've got to do is wait because it's more decent sun. Actually turn it on. Right. It's time to get these blooming covers off. We're trying to get these covers off now for weeks. It's the outside temperature at the moment, sort of 22 to 24 degrees C, or what's that, 60 something, 70 something Fahrenheit. I think it's time to get the sky pond back on as well. Come on, what's going on? Let's let the fish have something to look at them. I've not given them something else to sort of use, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna get the covers off, get the sky pond on. God, daylight on the pond is so much better. Sky pond time. Let's go. Right, quick wipe over and then time for the fish to play. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like, subscribe, share to all your friends. Thanks very much for watching Aquapod Lifestyle.